Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all, tigers and tigresses, and welcome to this sacred virtual space where we will delve into the transformative journey of the White Tiger Qigong's teacher certification. And my name is Elly. I am a certified White Tiger Qigong instructor, and I'm honored to guide you through this enlightening experience today. So today, the flow of our meeting, first we will discuss the essence of White Tiger Qigong, the treasures within the teacher certification bundle, the 5 pillars of mastery, sacred bonuses, and we will also have a wisdom exchange, which is the question and answer course. So just a brief introduction about me. I've mentioned my name is Elly and I am a White Tiger Qigong instructor. My journey to finding this path started when I was 16 years old. When I was 16 years old, I have been practicing movement. So I have been practicing dance. So when I was 16, I also suffered some mental illnesses and body dysmorphic disorder. However, as a young age, I was seeking into a more natural form of healing, and I found healing through dance. So I pursued dance, and in college, I also attended and had a degree with psychology, and that helped me understand the experiences I had when I was young. And so as days go by and years go by, I have been a professional dancer. I have competed for my country, represented my country, won some medals, competitions. However, there was still a void in me. I was finding a deeper connection of how movement can be a healing. So during pandemic, that is the time when all the world has shut down. That was the time when I found Qigong. And in Qigong, I found how healing, so Qigong is an ancient practice rooting from 5,000 years ago. And this is where I found the answer, a deeper answer on how really movement can be a catalyst of healing, and not just healing, but change and overall well-being. So I found Qigong through White Tiger Qigong, and through White Tiger Qigong, I found that it collided with the things that I believed in deep in my heart. And I found my answers. And now I am here representing the school as a White Tiger Qigong teacher. So that is my quick story on why I am here and how I got here and my journey into getting here. So first, let's discuss why White Tiger Qigong. What is White Tiger Qigong and why is White Tiger Qigong special? So Qigong, who here is new to Qigong? Can you just raise your hands if it's you? Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So Qigong is to explain it simply, Qi means energy and Gong means work. So when you say Qigong, it is working with energy, and you work with energy through body, breath, and meditation or intention. Okay? So in White Tiger Qigong, what is special about White Tiger Qigong is we fuse this ancient practice with modern science. So we understand this ancient practice both with the tradition, with the deep tradition, deep roots of this Qigong practice, this beautiful, beautiful Qigong practice, as well as understanding it in a modern science perspective, fusing it with a fascia perspective, we fuse it with the kinetic chains, neuroscience, and many more. So it makes it very easier to understand, and because we're using both practices, the East and the West meet. So it's like a bridge of both the East and the West. It's also a bridge of the past and the present. So one, it makes it easier for you to understand. Two, it also makes it easier for you to teach. Okay, so because we can use 2 languages to teach this, we can use the language of this ancient practice, and we can also explain it deep in the language of the modern science. So that is why White Tiger Qigong is special. And it is the reason why it's different from all the rest of the Qigong schools that you can find, right? So I know that you are all here to know about the teacher certification bundle. And I know, because I see some of you are familiar. I know some of you have been in the teacher certification courses. So just a quick attendance so that everyone will also know who here has been in any of the White Tiger Qigong certification course. So just a quick raise of your hands. Yes, I see some familiar faces here. Great, good. So in this it's the new teacher certification bundle that White Tiger Qigong has introduced. And in this bundle, we are going to, it encapsulated the 4 best-selling online courses, which is the 5-element Qigong Mastery, the 8-trigram Organ Qigong Mastery, Meridian Qigong Mastery, and the Breathwork Qigong Mastery. So this 4 bundles, these 4 courses are all available online. So it makes it easier for those who can't travel as of this moment. So we also have in-person training, but this online courses helps it and also beneficial for those who cannot travel yet, and for those who need their own time in their own pace, right? So all of these Qigong courses are self-paced. So if you cannot come regularly during the scheduled live classes, you can go back to these courses in your own time because all the live classes will be recorded, okay? So maybe, especially for those who are new, you might ask, what are the differences of these 4 courses? So the 5-element, again, it's the 5-element Qigong, the 8-trigram Organ Qigong, the Meridian Qigong Mastery, and the Breathwork Qigong. So the 5-element Qigong, it focuses on deep stances and it focuses on the emotions. So there are going to be 5 elements, of course, and these 5 elements are represented by 5 animals. And in these 5 animals, we are going to, they're also connected with different emotions. And in Qigong, we believe that in a holistic healing. So when we say holistic healing, we view the person in one holistic manner. So we view emotions as connected to illnesses and connected to organs. So through this 5-element Qigong, we will focus on bringing out these emotions, excess emotions, through movement. Okay, so these emotions can be pent up in our body through the organs. So you will learn here in the 5-element Qigong how you can squeeze out these excess emotions that may, of course, cause illnesses in your body, in your organs. So in the 8-trigram Qigong, we're going to focus more on flowy movements. Okay, so deep bringing out of the organs in the 8-trigram Organ Qigong. And what is also different about the 8-trigram Qigong, you will also learn that each Qigong exercise can be connected to each one, right? So it's a flowy movement that can connect to each other. And of course, there's a deep bringing out of the organs through this movement. In the Meridian Qigong Mastery, it's more simple, it's more gentle. And we focus on the meridians. So the meridians are the energy pathways in our body. You will hear this a lot also in acupuncture. So if some of you are acupuncturist, you already know the meridians. So the meridians are pathways where the energy flows in our body. And through this movement, very gentle movement of the Meridian Qigong, we will bring out this energy pathways in our body, and we will allow energy to flow more freely in our body. So, and of course, the Breathwork Qigong Mastery, we will focus on deeper breathing techniques that you can apply in your dynamic Qigong exercises. So you can apply it in the 5 elements, you can apply it in the 8-trigram, you can apply it in the meridian Qigong exercises. So the breath work is it's a very, very good, it's an inner alchemy that you can add into your dynamic Qigong exercises so that you can go deeper into your practice. Okay. Any questions on these forms before we move on? Okay, none so far? Good. Okay, so now let's move on with the 5 pillars of mastery. So in all of these Qigong courses, there is a 5 pillars of mastery, 5 levels of learning. And these 5 pillars of mastery, one is the mastery of the body. Second is the mastery of breath. Third is the mastery of spirit. Fourth is the mastery of prescription and medical Qigong. And 5 is the mastery of teaching. So in the first level, mastery of the body, you will learn the body mechanics. So you will learn the alignments, what is the first, let's say, step, second step, third step. So you will learn all this body mechanics, the movements of this Qigong exercises. Second is the breath. So once we master the movement, now we move on to the breath. We will integrate the breathing techniques of this Qigong exercises. Next, once we learn the breathing techniques, we will move on to the spirit. So what is the spirit? The spirit is where we can put our intention and where we can connect to the spirit of the Qigong exercise. So let's say in the 5-element Qigong, we have the dragon Qigong, which is connected to the water element. So in the spirit level, we can only reach the spirit level once we master the movement and the breathing techniques. So if you're doing the dragon Qigong in the spirit level, then we can connect to the spirit of the dragon and connect to the water element, which can deepen your exercises, your Qigong exercises, and go on into a more flow state of your Qigong exercise. And next, we will learn, after we've learned the body, breath, and spirit, we will learn the mastery of prescription and medical Qigong. So here, this is the part where your Qigong becomes medical Qigong. This is the part where you can learn how to prescribe. How can you use this Qigong for different illnesses? Or even just not for illnesses, for example, fatigue, or if you're tired, if you need more energy, or if you have insomnia, you need to sleep better. So this is where you will learn how to do prescriptions. And I think this is also one of the most important part of our course, because this is where you will learn how you can share and how you can apply it to either your loved ones, or if you plan to teach it further, if you have a client. Okay, so that is the level where we learn all those. And of course, last is the mastery of teaching. We will guide you and give you some tips on how to teach Qigong. So I mentioned earlier that I have been a dance professional, a professional dance artist. So I've been teaching for about 15 years. And learning this teaching mechanics of Qigong, I have applied it also with my teaching in other parts, and it's very profound. So especially for those who are only beginning to teach, this is a very good way for you to learn and to begin teaching. So those are all the 5 pillars of mastery. And so all of these courses that I mentioned earlier, you will have this 5 pillars of mastery. Okay. So in this teacher training bundle, I have, you've seen this in our posts, in the emails. So we have a $500 discount for the entire bundle. And this discount is going to last only until September 30. So if you're planning to get it, don't forget to get it before that date. And it's not only that, there's a lot of sacred bonuses in this promo, in this bundle. So this bonuses, it has a total of a $1,510, which includes a special boarding call. You will also receive a private consultation with a Master Tavia Fang, And you will also be part of the inner circle support group in WhatsApp. And you'll also get, so this is separate discount. You will also get another $500 discount when you attend the in-person teacher training. And you will also get a 2 months free access to the masterclass vault. So all of that will be included if you get the teacher training bundle, alongside with the $500 off if you get it before September 30. Okay. All right. So now I am going to open the space for any questions. Okay. So one question that I think some of you may be interested is, what if you are already part of the other mastery teacher training? What will happen with your discount? So what will happen if you've already been part of the other trainings? Let's say you've been part of 1 or 2 or 3, maybe. What will happen is that we will deduct the amount that you have already paid to the entire price of the teacher training bundle. Plus, we will still include the $500 off if you join, if you grab this bundle before September 30. Okay, so don't worry about it. You will still have a very good discount. You will still receive your $500 off if you join and if you get this teacher training bundle. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? So yes,
is there a duration for the training, or is that all your personal pace?
Good question. So each mastery course, it takes up to 15 weeks to complete. So that is if you follow the schedule that is based on the course. However, you have the choice to do it at your own pace.
Thank you.
And you can also go back to your classes because all the classes will be recorded. So if you plan to, after you finish, let's say the 15 weeks course, and you feel like you still need more time to digest everything out, you can still go back to these courses. And whenever you feel like you're ready, then you can apply for your certification. So how does this certification happen? We have an examination. So in each of the courses, so you'll learn different exercises. So in the examination, you will need to assess your Qigong forms. So you will submit your Qigong forms through videos. And then second, we also have some exams. So it's a written exam. And I believe there's still an essay because at the time when I was submitted, we still have the essay. So I believe that's still going to happen. And some pictures. So we also require you some pictures. And this exam is still subject for assessment. So that we can see that you really pass. So all of the teachers that pass in White Tiger Qigong, we really see and assess their examinations before we pass them and certify them as Qigong teachers. So one of the values of White Tiger Qigong is excellence. So we make sure that everyone who passes White Tiger Qigong are in very good condition. And we also have teacher instructor support. So if you're worrying that you have to do this all by yourself, you're not. You can always apply for the teacher instructor support. So the teacher instructor support it's a separate meeting. It's a separate online meeting where you will have your own instructor support to help you with your progress. So you will have meetings and you can send your videos to your instructor support weekly. So for example, you will learn a Qigong form for this week. So you can send your video to your instructor, and your instructor will send a feedback to you via analysis. So your teacher instructor will send a feedback through video as well. So you will have a live meeting and a video analysis. So that will really help you. Is there an additional? Yes, there is an additional course cost for the instructor support, and you can email info at whitetigerqigong.com for your instructor support. So some people, it's not required. Some people go through it without the instructor support, but based on my experience, there is a higher chance of failing the certification if you don't have the instructor support. But of course, if you fail, you can always apply again. But having your instructor support will make your certification easier, right? Any Benny?
Yeah,
you have a question?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, in terms of who you want to be teaching, is it right across the board, or are you looking for a certain level of fitness and a certain level of engagement from people who will be taught?
Okay, so our 5 element, all our courses are open to all levels, from beginners, from mobility, greater mobility to less mobility, because all of these courses, they have variations for all levels, all ages. So if you're wondering if we are looking for people, certain types of people, no, it's open for everyone. If you want to learn deeper, I think this is the best way, because we each of the forms, they have variations of levels. So maybe you will see videos that you will be more intimidated, like, oh, I cannot do that.
Yes,
I think I have less flexibility.
That's the word, intimidated. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Okay, so if you feel intimidated, if you see these forms, don't, because we have variations of this movement, and you will learn that through this teacher training course. So that's why it's very important that you will learn this course. So we will not assess your movement based on how low you can go, based on how flexible you are, or how strong you are. We will base it on how you understand this Qigong movement based on your own body. Because if you understand your own body, if you understand how you move your body, then you can understand how to teach it with other people.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, Hilda, the code is 500 capital B U N D L E. So that's 500 bundle. Okay, hold on, let me just check the chats. Let's see. Okay, here. I mentioned in-person class. Where would that be? Currently, we are having our in-person training in Vietnam. So it's currently happening right now. What code to use? Are there variations? Yes. Are there variations for people with hypermobility also? Yes, there is. I also have the same problem with hypermobility. And I would say that White Tiger Qigong helped me balance this hypermobility. So I've mentioned I've been a dancer, and a lot of my body structures before I learned Qigong was hypermobile. So I was prone to having injuries. So I did just gymnastics as well before. So I was always injured because my body is not balanced. I was more flexible than I was stronger. So through this teacher trainings, you will learn how to use your body so that you will balance this hypermobility in your body, and then you will learn how to have more strength. So right now, I would say that in my 15 years of training in dance, I think my body is much more balanced and much more stronger because it is more balanced. So now I learned how to use my body correctly and apply it in the other aspects of my life. Okay. Jen, do you have questions?
Hi. Hi, Elly. Nice to meet you. Appreciated hearing your story. So I wanted to clarify your first point about applying the dollar amount from our previous associate from the bundle. So let me clarify that. For example, I'm in the Breathwork teacher training. Does that mean if I apply for the bundle, I deduct the cost of the breathwork from the bundle cost?
Yes, yes, exactly. So if you're part of the, let's say you're part of the Breathwork teacher training right now, we will deduct the amount that you paid with the total price of the teacher training bundle. And in the total price that we get after deducting the amount that you have paid for your breathwork, we will still deduct the $500 off if you apply the code. So don't forget the code. Again, the code is 500 bundle. Okay.
Thank you. And may I ask one more quick question? For
Okay.
people who are based out of other regions, will there be other live courses that are for other time zones? For example, I'm in the US and the live teacher training is always at 4 a.m., which is a little bit difficult.
I see, I see. Yes, so we try our best to have different time zones during our teacher training courses. However, this is also still subject to availability of who is teaching. So we are trying our best to adjust so that we can cater to all time zones. And we will try to adjust that better in the future. Okay, let me. You're welcome. I had a ballet background as a child. Yes, yeah, I can totally relate to you. Uh-huh. Hold on. Yes, I can totally relate to you, Donna. So this is really going to be helpful, especially for dancers. And right now, I'm also creating a course for dancers, Qigong for dancers, so that I can help more dancers in the future. Yes, Greg?
Hi, you mentioned the certification. Is that recognized by other organizations or you know what I mean? Is
Yes,
that
okay. Yes. So once you're certified, yes, you will be eligible as a teacher. You can teach freely this White Tiger Qigong system. Okay, good questions. Any more? Let me just check the chat. Okay,
and
yes.
I guess sorry, Elly, in terms of teaching freely, are you free to, if you wanted to run your own business, teach on your own? Do you have to maintain a tie back to White Tiger?
Yeah, so once you become a certified Qigong teacher and you want to apply it in your own business, you will, of course, you will also have to give back and say that the Qigong system that you are teaching is from White Tiger Qigong. You will receive these guidelines after you will receive the guidelines on if you want to post it in your website. So you could post, you will receive your logos for White Tiger Qigong. You can also apply for emails from White Tiger Qigong. And this will actually help you have more credibility with what you're teaching because you have this certification and the support of the school. So you can, yes, you can apply it in your own business. If you have your own school, you can use that White Tiger Qigong. But of course, we also have to mention that this is the system. The system came from White Tiger Qigong.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any more questions? Okay. So
Elly, I think there was
again,
a question. I think there was a
yes.
question in the chat about the next in-person retreats in the following year.
Oh, okay. So the next in-person teacher retreat is still on the works. So the schedule is still on the works because we're currently just focusing on the current one. So maybe after this, we'll be able to figure out a date and the time that is best for the next teacher training. Okay. When buying a course, does it start right away, or we have to wait for a cohort? Okay, so yes, you will have to wait for a cohort to begin with these Qigong courses. So let's say you bought the bundle today. The nearest teacher training will be the 8 trigram Qigong Teacher Training, which is happening in October. So once it opens, you will be able to open it as well. So we want to begin all together so that we'll be starting in the same phase. And of course, after that, it's up to you if you want to do it in your own phase or if you want to follow it bi-weekly. Okay, Frizella.
Hi, I just started subscribing to your newsletter this year, and this is like the first time I'm meeting anybody inside. So I guess my thoughts is just, and I missed the first 20 minutes of the call. Sorry about that. And I guess my thoughts are about the lineage of the white tiger Qigong as the I guess that's where I'm at. Is like, is that on the website somewhere?
Yes.
In detail. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So yes, good question. So the lineage, you can find it in the website. Yes, you can find it in the website. So the lineage of the master teacher, which is Tevye Fang, all the lineage is written down there. So I think it's in the about section. So if you are interested in learning about the lineage, then you can find it all in there.
Mhm.
Where are the classes held? So the classes are held for the online course, just like this, in the Zoom meeting. So you'll meet twice. So what we do with our online courses, we have 2 schedules per week. So you can choose, hopefully these 2 schedules have different time zones meeting, and so that you can choose which schedule best fits for you. So online courses, and you will receive your Zoom online classes by week. So you'll just see that in your course. It's very well organized, and you'll see your schedule as well in your course once you're able to open your course. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Prasad asked, I am already part of the 8 trigram teacher training. How will this bundle help? So for those who are late, again, if you are already part of a teacher training program, we will deduct the price that you have already paid with the total amount of this teacher training bundle. And again, if you apply the code 500 bundle, you will receive the additional $500 off in the amount that we have deducted with the price you've paid. Okay. Will today's recording be sent to participants? I will ask that this recording will be sent to the participants. What time in Europe? So the teacher training classes are organized per week. So usually the time of Master Tevye, he usually teach at around 4 p.m. That is Vietnam time. And then there's another instructor support that mirrors this class in another day and another time so that you can choose. So if you're not able to attend the live classes, let's say on a Wednesday, and we will have another class in that week. Hold on. Okay. Are there any white tigers, and why? What does white represent? Good question. So it is believed there is a quote that I really like, and there are white tigers, and they are very rare, and they are endangered. And what the quote that I really like about the white tiger is, it says that only when the emperor rules with absolute value and there are peace in the land, then the white tiger appears. So when I heard that quote, it really resonated with me because I found white tiger Qigong when I was seeking for peace, and when in the time where all my values and principles are being questioned. So when I heard about that quote, I was like, I think my intuition was correct in following this path. 4 p.m. Usually it is 4 p.m. in Vietnam time, but however, it varies per course. So we will have to, the schedule is different for per course, but that's the usual time. It's 4 p.m., 4:30 at Vietnam time, and then another mirror class. White is the yang in Tai Chi, yes. Is the secondary class taught by an instructor included? Yes, the secondary class is included in the course, in the cost of the course. How much does the complete bundle cost? I'm checking right now. Hold on. Let me just so the entire teacher training bundle right now is cost about $5,193. If you use the $500 off, then you can deduct that in your in the total price. Again, the coupon is 500 bundle. So how do you get your certificate if you do an online teacher training? Okay, so, okay, let me just repeat this. So the certification is done. So after we finish the entire course, there will be examinations. So the examinations include you sending a video of all the forms. We have a written exam. We have an essay, and it's fine. Excuse me, I came in late. It's fine, Yasmin. So we have an essay, and we also have a photo of the standing Qigong, the Zhuangzuang. And then those examinations are still up for assessment for passing. Yes, Greg?
Could you speak a little bit more to how the teacher mastery, how that develops your teacher skills? I know you mentioned you applied that to other areas of your life, but could you speak to that a little bit?
Okay, good question. So this course as I have mentioned, we have 5 levels of mastery. So we learn the body mechanics, the breath mechanics, and the spirit mechanics. So we make sure that our students learn first the body alignments, because if you do not learn the body alignments, you cannot focus on your breath. And if you cannot focus, and if you do not know the breath mechanics of what you're doing, of this movement, then you cannot connect to the spirit aspect of your Qigong. You cannot connect to the flow state, which is very important to reach in your Qigong practice. And the 4th level is the prescription. How are you going to use this Qigong? In order for it to be medical Qigong, in order for you to apply it in certain illnesses in your life. So it's this is the part where we go deep more into movement. So it becomes more than just a movement. It becomes more than just an art. It becomes medical Qigong. And the last and the final level is the teacher training. So in this teacher training, we will also have another requirement. So you will have to send you teaching 1 or 2, I think 2 of the Qigong forms based on the level 5, the teaching mechanics. So we will teach you how to teach Qigong. What is the best way to teach Qigong? How do you approach your students, and many more. So that is why this mastery course is a mastery course, because you are going to master it different level by level. And for me, based on my experience, every level is like a new world for me. It's a different part of learning. So you will learn to learn, you will learn to unlearn, and then you will learn to teach. Good questions. All right, is there any more questions? Let me just check the chat again. This is in US dollars. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. So if we don't have any more questions, I hope that this Q&A has helped enlighten you even deeper into this teacher training bundle. And I'm hoping to see more of your faces again soon. Thank you, everyone. And I'm happy to meet some of you for the first time. And I'm happy to see also some of the familiar faces here. All right. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are, and have a Qiful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.